I'm back at Universal Orlando. It's been a while. It's been a while. And of course, classic me, I bought that lavalier mic just for tonight. And I forgot to bring the iPhone adapter. So you're gonna have to live with this sound again. Sorry. We have returned. Halloween Horror Nights 29, right?
29.
29.
I'm gonna do the same. There you go.
I got Logan Seculo, host of Scare Zone,
Doing a special
Halloween Horror Nights
episode of Scare Zone.
podcast.
Look, we're on each other's show.
Oh look, where it's like
Because this is my
Interception.
episode.
No, what's that movie?
Interception.
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 Brew.
That's the most sports references you'll get in this episode.
That's it. It's the best we can give you.
We are here at the front gate.
Going? Okay, we've stalled. All right, we are in. We are inside Universal Studios. Oh, there's the Today Show Cafe. Still kind of a weird idea, but whatever. We are heading to.
Ghostbusters is already up to 120-minute wait.
What?
That's what it says.
Where do you?
Sign. Don't switch back.
Because Men in Black's only 5 minutes. Ghostbusters at 120 minutes.
That's 6:02.
Universal Monsters is 10. House of a Thousand Corpses is 5. Those dudes are running. I got a sun flare right in the thing. Oh, we're heading into the arcade scare. What's it called? An arcade. Scare zone. There's already chainsaws happening. It's kind of nice to get a walk through in the daylight so I can get some of this on here. Got the video games. I wonder which one that is.
I think they're right.
Is that Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Something actually smells like it's burning. I don't know if that's part of it. Maybe it's turkey legs. I don't know. Yep, 120 minutes. I don't know if that'll show up, but. Whew. The Monsters Cafe. Marquee. There it is. Now, the reception will be right up towards the library and to the left. That's where it usually is. And now we have look like Carson Kressley. Now we have a rave going on. Look at that guy. He's got problems. Yeah. Something happened to Jimmy Fallon's security. Oh, look. Yeti. 0 minute wait.
Stranger Things, 120.
Yep. See the tribute. Look at the tribute store entrance. Now we know where we're going, right? I've already forgotten what half the scare zones are. Before we even get in, they've got a photo op of 2 of the Cliller clowns. I didn't say Cliller. Right away, let's talk about the desserts. Christmas light cupcakes. Three Musketeers cake. Look at this. Apple mummies on a stick. Little worms and dirt. Look at this Frankenstein. Look at these. R.I.P. coffins. I don't know what they are, but I think I'm gonna have to have one of those. Is it too soon for dessert? We just walked in. Frankenstein cookies. These look really good. I don't know what's in them. eyeball shot glasses. Oh dear. Look at this. Arcade games. I bet these work too, don't they? Got some grilled street corn. Dang.
Yes.
Love it. Now we're talking. Look at that. Universal takes care of the media. Trust me. We've got nachos, queso fundido. Oh, thank you. Whoa, I don't know what those are, but they look really good.
I was like, wait a minute, I know there's no paper in the sauce.
Orange chicken bao buns. These sound delicious. Look at those. And of course, one of my favorite things about the Horror Nights media reception, open bar. Bring it on. The 5 houses I'm most excited for right here. It's gonna be a good year. I can feel it. I like all the lighting they got going in here too. We're back in one of the sound stages. Look, they even got the Ghostbusters set up. Little jar of ectoplasm. Universal Monsters. Last year it was a scare zone, this year it's a house. Now, I've already heard rumors that this one's the most terrifying house this year. We'll find out. It was the first one they announced. Will it be the scariest? This one might be a sleeper. Some people aren't expecting much, but I think it could be really cool. I know I'm excited for it. I think Vanity Ball is going to be cool too. It's a scare zone, but I think it's going to be exciting. He did. He loved it. No, thank you. Not a fish fan. The band or the food. I just realized I said something incorrect. I called those houses. They're not. They're scare zones. Vikings Undead and Hellbilly Deluxe are scare zones, but I'm still very excited for them. They're on my most anticipated list, so I was only half wrong. All right, I'm gonna try one of these. I wanna know what it is. I think it's a cake pop, but we're gonna find out. It's chocolate cake. It's pretty good though. It's good chocolate. And I don't really like chocolate cake, so it almost tastes like a ding dong, like a Hostess ding dong. Don't.
For what is sure to be a totally terrifying good time. Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights is the world's premier Halloween event. We transform the entire Universal Studios theme park from daytime thrills to nighttime chills. We bring the biggest names in horror and pop culture to life, allowing our guests to come face to face with what really scares them. Now, backstage, we have members of our award-winning entertainment team and a few special guests who are here to tell you all about Halloween Horror Nights 2019. Now, who's ready to experience a killer event? Let's get things started by bringing out one of the creative masterminds behind Halloween Horror Nights 2019, Manager of Creative Development, Laura Souls.
Thank you, Gemma. Thank you so much. I am so excited to be here with all of you tonight to celebrate Halloween Horror Nights 2019. Come on, let me hear you. The team has been hard at work creating this event, even before last year's event opened. We are excited for you to witness and experience all these terrifying things. Universal Orlando, like Gemma said, is the world's premier Halloween event. We have the biggest names in pop culture and horror, as well as we get to create the most terrifying original stories. All of these original stories come from the twisted minds of the creative development group and the art and design group, and we can't wait for you to experience them. We have 5 sinister scare zones, and if you need a little break from the scare, we have 2 amazing shows. First, Academy of Villains, Altered States, brings dance, theatrics, lights, and pulse-pounding music together, as well as one of the most amazing things we've ever created at Halloween Horror Nights, Halloween Marathon of Mayhem. It is a must-see at our Lagoon's Edge. Lasers, projections, it's all of the most horrific icons of Horror Nights, all in one. Right now, I have the great pleasure and honor to bring to the stage the most amazing group in the whole universe. But before I do that, I want to take a moment to thank the most amazing leader in the universe, Mike Aiello, for being our leader for over a decade of bringing this horror to life. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate you. But now, to bring out those twisted minds of creative development, please welcome to the stage Patrick Braylor, Charles Gray, and Blake Braswell.
Thank you very much, Laura. Well, here we are, everybody. It's Halloween Horror Nights 2019. Yeah. So, us up here are very excited for you to just go ahead and get out there and start experiencing this event and what it has to offer. So we'll just dive straight into this. So let's talk about some scare zones. First one up, an arcade. When you first enter the park, in our Avenue of the Stars area, you're going to enter an arcade, a twisted 80s arcade filled with these slashers inspired by 80s horror films. They've got weapons that glow and flash. They all serve to distract you while the next one comes in for the kill. And my personal favorite are glowing chainsaws. Now from the 1980s, we're going to swing over to the 980s and go with Vikings Undead. Viking Undead is over in our Central Park area, and it gave us the chance to dive into actual Norse mythology and bring some of these creatures to life. We've got a group of undead warriors that refuse to enter the walls of Valhalla, and they are erupting out of the ground along with their broken Viking ship to wreak havoc on everywhere. We actually went and did a little research on some of the historical tortures and things that actually occurred in Viking Age. Let me give you a tip, that stuff is gross. Look up Blood Eagle.
Yeah.
That's a fun one that we've got in the zone this year. Bring the kids, everybody will love it. Now from our Vikings to something a little different. Over in Hollywood, we have Vanity Ball. Out in the streets of Hollywood, Vanity Ball is an elite party where all these people worship at the feet of these surgical artists. These artists have their own houses where they create from different body parts, watch out because they're looking for volunteers, to take and piece together people into a living work of art. Beauty is pain and the body is canvas. And as these two warring houses create their monstrosities, there's a big fashion runway in the middle of the zone where we've got a fashion off to see whose designs are the best. Now, for Vanity Ball, we're gonna go to a different kind of party.
Yes.
A haunted heavy metal party.
Yes.
For Rob Zombie's Hellbilly Deluxe. In our streets of San Fran, we've taken Rob Zombie's album Hellbilly Deluxe and brought the creatures and storylines from those videos to life. Things like Spook Show Baby, Dragula, Living Dead Girl. All those elements from those videos will be out in the street along with those characters. And when you're in there, we've got so many flames. We have so many projections. There's so much happening in that zone. You can actually get up and take a picture in the Dragula car. There's even the Rob Zombie throne out there. That zone is packed. It's never been so full. And we have a ton of audio support. So when you are in that zone, you will feel like you are in the middle of those videos. Rob Zombie's Hellbilly Deluxe. Now last but not least, for our final scare zone, out in our largest area of New York, we have got Zombieland Double Tap. That's right. It's time to nut up or shut up if you're going to survive Zombieland USA. And the ways to survive are their rules. So with our scare zone of Zombieland Double Tap, we actually had the opportunity to not just mine the greatness that is the first original film of Zombieland, but we've got some special surprises in there from the upcoming feature, Zombieland Double Tap, as well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, are your scare zones for Halloween Horror Nights 2019.
Awesome. I'm very excited about all those scare zones. In particular, I think you and I, and Patrick, need to get some battle axes and join the cast of the Undead Vikings one night, all right?
Skål!
Guten Tag today.
I'm wearing a vest.
Okay, all right. So let's dive deep into the houses right now with the very first one, Depths of Fear. You, the guest, are the rescue team diving deep below to rescue all the miners down in the depths of the ocean. Now, just like those late 80s horror movies where the creature is there are the mouth brooders. They carry their eggs in their mouth and they spew them on their victims. They burn into the skin. The eggs begin to grow, driving the hosts mad and have them looking for more flesh to feed on. You have to contend with the creatures, the host, and on top of it, this whole facility down beneath the ocean is going to implode if you don't get out in 4 minutes. It's going to be intense. Depth of Fear. Next up, Graveyard Games. This is one of our most hauntingly beautiful houses we have ever created. But inside this Louisiana cemetery are some of the most vicious ghosts you have ever encountered. And leading the way is the Glowing Mother. Now they're not just after anybody. They are after those who trespass. And guess who's trespassing? You guys. They are going to be after you. That is Graveyard Games.
Now, I love graveyards. You know what goes well in graveyards? Corpses. That's right. You've got Rob Zombie's House of 1,000 Corpses. Man, I love this house. It is dirty, it is grimy, it is sickening, and it's filled with every member of the Firefly family. You have the opportunity as you walk in to the backside of our park and go into Captain Spaulding's Museum of Monsters and Madmen. From there, you travel to the Firefly home and you see whether or not we truly do have 1,000 corpses inside that building. It is gross, it is filthy, it is aggressive, and it is really, really bloody. Speaking of blood, in 2011 we premiered a house, and now we're revisiting these creatures, Nightingale's Blood Pit. Due to the success of those creatures back in 2011, we decided to reimagine them and place them in prehistory. It's 117 AD, there's been a drought for 150 days, and the Emperor has decreed that the gladiatorial games will continue until the blood soaks into the ground enough to bring the rain. The smell of that blood entices the Nightingales to show up. Your job is to travel through a Hippogeum, the area underneath the Colosseum, and make it out alive as both gladiator and audience member are attacked at every single corner by these very, very vicious creatures. It is tight and confined. It is amazing. I love this house.
Hey, let's keep that blood thing going.
Yeah.
Because we're going to move into Yeti Terror of the Yukon. That's right, this takes place in the Yukon, but well before the gold rush. Not many humans inhabit the area, and there's a huge blizzard that comes in. So the trappers and the loggers are all hunkered down to survive this blizzard. But that's when the tribe of Yeti attack, ripping everyone limb from limb. All that pristine ice and white snow is covered in blood. That's right, it's Yeti Terror of the Yukon.
He looks mad.
Yeah, he's saying get off my yard. All right. Next up, we have one of the most exciting houses based on a street zone from last year, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That zone was so much fun last year. What we've done, we've taken all those clowns, crammed them into a very tight maze. You're going to walk through the movie, experience all the clowns that you know and love, and some new ones this year, and a very special surprise appearance. Clownzilla himself will be there. Speaking of surprise visits, we have a surprise for you. The creators of the Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the Chioda brothers, are here tonight. So let's give it up for Stephen, Charles, and Edward. Big round of applause, everybody! A quick question, just from the development group. We wanted to know, do you each have a favorite clown? Or do you have a favorite?
Well, I like Clownzilla because I was Clownzilla.
Yeah?
And the Shadow Gag clown, we call him Ozob, personally. That's my favorite sequence, and he's always my favorite clown. Yeah, we got sued because somebody in one of the press releases put down Bozo, and Larry Harmon sued us.
I kind of like Tiny, the boxing clown.
That's right. So you guys had your own names, and then fans kind of created those names and attached them to it.
Yeah,
so its own legacy was created.
We had little pet names for them on set so we know what clown to call for, but it's taken on a life of its own. Like, there's a clown fan favorite is Rudy. Which one is Rudy?
We don't know. And you know what? We're so excited. We got a backstage tour last year, and the work that you guys did, bringing the clowns back to life. You know, up to now, people have only been able to see it and enjoy it on the screen. Now you'll be able to walk through it and live it.
Thank you so much,
Here
guys.
you'll be able to smell it.
Yes, you're going to smell it. How about a huge round of applause for the Chioda brothers, everybody? Woo! Thank you so much, guys. You will always be a part of our family. Absolutely.
It's an iconic movie. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. We are so thrilled to have them here and to be able to bring it forward. You know, speaking of iconic movies, though, this year Universal Pictures and Monkey Paw Productions partnered together for a fairly iconic movie in and of itself. Jordan Peele's Us. From the mind of Academy Award-winning director Jordan Peele, we immerse you inside the story of Us. We take you through beat by beat every major moment from that film as the doppelgangers, the tethered, hunt down not only the Wilson family, but every single one of you. It's going to be fantastic. We cannot wait to bring this maze to life. Now, it's iconic, right? And it's a Universal picture. But there's also another house this year that treats it just as much with the Universal legacy. Universal has always been the home of the monster movie, and this year is our love letter to the Universal monsters. genre, and this year was our opportunity to tell, in part, an anthology film starring all of the monsters. Every single monster from the Universal canon, including the Invisible Man, I know because he's in every room. Every single monster makes an appearance inside this maze. Every single scene bleeds seamlessly from one to the next as a way for you to be able to be enveloped amongst one large story. They are coming together to tear you apart, and we cannot wait for you to experience Universal Monsters.
It's an amazing house. We're geeking out about all these different houses.
Yeah. But
this one blows my mind that we got it this year. We have Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
We have Janine and all your favorite characters from Ghostbusters. All those Ghostbusters, plus all the ghosts that you want to experience too. Hey, guess what? We even have the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. You may get slimed by Slimer himself. Yes. And we have the temple with the terror dogs. It is going to be amazing. I cannot wait for you guys to experience. I want to know, who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters! We got one!
We're the cool kids. I wore a vest. It's cool. I'll see you later. It's awesome. That's so strange. It's so strange that he wouldn't just give me a high five.
You know what's stranger than that?
Stranger Things! Netflix's Stranger Things Season 1 to our guests. Most of you probably experienced it. This year we are debuting a brand new house enveloping our guests in Seasons 2 as well as Seasons 3. Our house begins actually where last year's maze left off. You're going to travel through the science room and actually watch as Eleven throws the Demogorgon up against the chalkboard. And from there, we head to all the iconic moments from both Seasons 2 and 3. You head to the arcade. You're going to travel through the storm cellar. You're going to go to the tunnels underneath the pumpkin patches. You're going to find your way then into Season 3. All of the big moments and the big monsters that you're going to find. Whoa!
You owe me a boot bag. Okay, I have someone that is really excited about this house. I would really like to bring them out.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Sure.
Please, welcome Priya Ferguson, who plays Erica from Stranger Things!
How are you guys?
Woo!
Are you excited to see the haunted house? Because I'm really excited.
We're so excited to have you here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Oh, so kind. Right, I have a couple of questions. Can I ask you a couple of questions here?
Okay.
Okay, so now you have to tell me, what is it like to see the sets from the show come to life in an actual haunted house experience?
Okay, I was frightened. I was so scared. Like, it is so scary.
Because you got to actually go and have a sneak peek of the haunted house, right?
Right.
What did you think?
I love the details they put into the haunted house, but y'all, I was scared. Like, I was scared. I think I felt a little tear coming down. I was scared.
Well, that's good, right? So
yes, it is.
Now we know that you were scared. Do you have any advice for those out here who will experience the house for the first time tonight?
I mean, you know, I'm a scaredy cat. But it's that I love the detail they put into this Stranger Things haunted house. I think you guys will really enjoy it. It is scary, but it's intense, it's suspenseful. but I think you guys will really enjoy it.
Well,
You guys will have fun.
that is a great endorsement. Thank you so much. Another round of applause, please, for Priya. Thank you so much, Priya. Wow. Okay. Thank you, our amazing show directors, for that great overview of Halloween Horror Nights 2019. But that leaves us some time for any questions that you may have. So we're taking it to you.
We have our first question over here.
But I think everybody's going to really respond to it in a positive manner. On Wednesday, we had a team member preview, and it was so funny because everybody seemed to have a favorite house. And that's when we know that something...
Yeah, like every single house was somebody's favorite.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, what doesn't scare you in one's going to scare you in the other.
Yeah, hi, my name is Tim from Orlando, Florida. I have a quick question.
Well,
Oh man,
we do kind of have. I have a personal rule where I don't say like a favorite until the end of the event, and that's how I roll.
As a child, because you lived with this thing for so long. I can tell you things that I was really excited to see this year was in my previous HHN, and so to be able to actually.
Let's scoot over somewhere where we have more room and we can love this house.
We are in group number 8. Look at the Donkey Kong machine. Oh, you guys can't see. It's Donkey Kong, Mario Brothers, and Donkey Kong Jr. And there's coffee if you need to stay awake, but I don't know why you would. All right. We are assembling our group to go out into the madness. We are heading into the Zombieland double tap scare zone, and there's the smoke. We are in the fog.